now look around you. Take a look. Right now, you are surrounded by people who want one thing, and that one thing is the very best for you. So, whether it's your family, your friends, your peers, your teachers, your administrators, you are surrounded by people who genuinely love you and believe in you. And speaking from experience, I can tell you that events like this are too rare, and that tomorrow, or in a month, or in 5 years, or in 10 years, just as many people are probably going to love you and believe in you, but you're not likely to be surrounded by them like you are right now. So I really want you to cherish this moment and to carry it with you. So now I would like to make a confession to everyone here, which is that I, Sarah Straz, English teacher, don't remember all of the details of the books I read and the papers that I wrote when I was in high school. I am sure that they were incredible books, and I hope they were decent papers, but that is not what I remember the most. Here's what I do remember. I remember when my lacrosse coach, Miss Grober, noticed that I didn't have any money when we stopped for ice cream after winning a tournament. And without saying a word, Miss Grober just slipped me a $5 bill so that I could order a sundae with my friends. I remember when Mr. Hobbins, who was a beloved and slightly terrifying history teacher, he prodded me into joining the otherwise all-male debate team, and he wouldn't let me quit after I lost and lost and lost again. And I remember how Mr. Hobbins looked at me and just gave me a very subtle smile and a nod when I finally crushed my arch nemesis, Kevin. Not that I'm harboring any resentment. Um, I also remember Miss Foss, who issued me a much-deserved detention after I skipped her English class to drive to Dunk's for an iced coffee. Sound familiar to anybody here? As I served my much-deserved detention cleaning her blackboard after school, she told me that I was a member of a community. And when you're a member of a community, it's really important that you show up. So I never skipped another class after that. I remember these moments and these teachers because they let me know in their own way that I matter. So, my scholars, while I would be thrilled if in a decade you remember that Lenny liked ketchup with his beans and that the subject and the verb must always agree in number, I'd rather you remember that you matter. As a former student of mine recently wrote to me, at the end of the day, what I remember about high school is the way a teacher empowered me or the relationships I made with others, not a certain homework assignment or a lesson. That's the power of human connection. So I'd like to tell you all the moments that we have shared together over the past 4 years that have truly mattered. Robert Henderson, Rob Dog, giving me a fist bump every time our paths cross in the hallway. Eliza Lucas, writing my list of pet peeve words on my whiteboard every morning. Jackson Roos and Jackie Perry visiting me to share office memes and also just talk about life. Andrew Cray trying to sneak up and scare me in the hallway. You got me pretty good one time, Andrew. Naya Ashby stepping up as a mentor in her sophomore year and making the life of a freshman that much easier. Jade Stevens trying with much patience to teach me how to do eye makeup. Grace Cardamone for delivering a promposal that I simply could not refuse. Nick Brescia saying thank you at the end of every class. Keegan Donovan Laviolette helping me keep my little classroom plant alive. And McKenna Lee helping me modernize my vocabulary, which I think she wholeheartedly regrets every time she hears me use the word sus in a sentence, right? So I cannot mention all the ways that you've mattered because Mr. Donnelly told me that if I went on too long that Mr. Giesler was going to grab me by a cane and drag me off stage. But do know that you all matter, not just to me, but to the entire Kingswood community. And I'm the lucky one because I get to tell you that tonight. But your teachers have told you this in their own ways for the past 4 years. They haven't just taught you history, world language, and science. They didn't just help you get your grades. They have prepared you to be informed voters and engaged citizens. They've jammed out with you to Spanish hip hop, and they've taught you the scientific principles of roasting marshmallows over a Bunsen burner. Your teachers have encouraged you to express yourselves on the stage or from behind a camera. They've made sure that you can balance a budget, fix the brakes on your car, best grilled cheese, thanks to Miss Logan. And it's not just your teachers. I certainly know a few folks, including your class advisors and administrators, who have literally moved mountains to give you a prom, a baccalaureate, a parade, and this graduation ceremony. To which I would like to point out to you graduates that our old friend, Mrs. Plonsky, is in attendance. Wave, Mrs. Plonsky. Yay! So she's here despite the fact that she might give birth any minute. So HOSA kids, I need you to be on standby. Okay. All of these people have shown you in their own way that you matter, because you do. So of course this wouldn't be a commencement address without some advice. So I would like to offer you words of wisdom from the absolute best people I know, which is my former students. And despite the fact that I am 30 years old, and have been for the past 12 years, and will continue to be for the next 5. I have lots and lots of former students. I asked them, what do you wish someone had told you when you were sitting at graduation? I got over 40 responses, ranging from recent Kingswood graduates to students I taught before any of you were alive. And because I am a type A Virgo, I have organized them into 3 very tidy categories. So the first category is embracing the unknown. Matthew said, leaving high school is not the start of your life. Each day is a new start. Embrace change because it opens doors, invites new relationships, and broadens your perspectives. Natalie said, nobody has the right answer because there is no one right answer. Thomas said, notice what you feel drawn to, but a bit scared of, and try that thing. Sarah said, your job doesn't have to define you as a person. If you don't know what your calling is, that's fine. You have your whole life to figure it out. Also, adopt a shelter dog. The second category is self-worth. Brad said, it's easy to look on social media at the seemingly perfect lives of others. Realize that it's a highlight reel. Know that you're enough and you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Grace said, find your people, the ones who will love you and support you. They are rare, so hang on to them when you find them. The third category is living an authentic life. Stuart said, be extra skeptical of anything that confirms your worldview. Actively seek out and engage with points of view with which you disagree. While doing this, don't expect to change any minds. Often that's impossible. Shared understanding is a better goal. Be curious, ask questions, and listen to the answers. Vivian said, everyone's path is different. What others are doing may not be the right choice for you, and that's okay. Take your time to find your place in the world. There's no rush. And finally, the man who never fit into a category, class of 2020, said, I cannot stress this enough. Bring Fan to college. Now, graduates, it's your turn to cultivate your own wisdom through experience, hardship, love, loss, success, failure, and of course, TikTok life hacks. You are going to gain tons of wisdom, and I encourage you to share it with others. Because in the words of Bono, lead singer of whoever had Miss Marie DeCarmo in history, you may know him as her high school sweetheart. We have one life with each other, one life, but we're not the same. We've got to carry each other. So I thank you, class of 2021, for sharing this one life with me for 4 years. I love you, you matter, and we are all so proud of you.
Ruth Allard. Ethan Anderson. William April. Madison Arsenal. Naya Ashby. Matthew Bassett. Jonathan Bean. Cassie Bedley. Lindsay Bolton. Jacqueline Bonnevie. Alexis Booth. Robert Bordeaux. Nicholas Brescher. Daniel Brooks. Thomas Boussier. Taylor Caputo. Grace Cardamone. Andrew Cartier. Caitlin Catalano. Juliana Cottle. Jagger Chesley. Reese Clark. Autumn Compagna. David Connor Jr. Atlee Corson. Mercedes Coville. Andrew Cray. Jaden Davis. Carolyn Day. Erica DeLemus. Brody DeMacy. Bailey Dexter. Robert Doherty. Keegan Donovan Laviolette. Alyssa Dow. Allison Drew. Mason Dumont. Zoe Eastman. Davis Ekstrom. Brooke Eldridge. Gannon Eldridge. Joshua Fecto. Matthew Finneran. Elizabeth Fogg. Sky Freeman. Shaylee Gadboys. Nia Garland. Patrick Garland. Zachary Gavell. Tegan Jelinas. Emily Goldberg Brennan. Jameson Gorski. Jillian Gorski. Benjamin Goslin. Lance Gothia. Matthew Gothier. Emma Grow. Julia Hackley. Ethan Hanchett. Genevieve Hansen. Gracie Hansen. Ryan Harrington. David Hartley. Cameron Hasty. Ashlyn Henderson. Robert Henderson. Caleb Holmes. Abigail Hossack. Lillian Howard. Trenton Huffman. Francesca Kate Wanelius. Justin Kyle Wanelius. Daniel Keniston. Calvin Kenville. Ashley Larkin. Owen Lehner. McKenna Lee. Shannon Logan. Eliza Lucas. Catherine Mann. Aiden Martineau. Rebecca McConnerty. Jackson McCullough. Dylan McKay. Lexi McNew. Haley McPherson. Benjamin Melendez. Caleb Merrill. Quinn Meserve. Wesley Mills. Annabelle Nelson. Jacob Nelson. Cannon Newberry. Damon O'Neill. Hannah Osai. Aiden Willett. Brendan Palmer. Cole Perro. Ethan Peluso. Jackie Perry. Irina Pettit. Aiden Phillips. Brianna Pickle. Nicholas Potenza. Jaden Powers. Ethan Rafe Snyder. Christian Ritchie. Hayden Robichaux. Mia Runnels. Patrick Runnels. Jackson Ruths. David Sandoval. Bailey Savage. Brogan Shannon. Katie Shannon. Haley Shaver. Maggie Shaw. Oleg Shahan. Serena Silva. Cassidy Simpson. Isabel Smart. Alexa Smith. Riley Smith. Taylor Smith. Zachary Smith. Mark Stannard. Lily Stinchfield. Candace Sterling. Justin Sturt. Miranda Swanick. Peyton Swidrak. Drew Swinnerton. Hannah Taylor. Brody Thomas. Jack Thompson. Dalton Tibbetts. Alexis Turner. Alexander Ueno. Hunter Ueno. Kyle Valley. Benjamin Varney. Trinity Wiseman. Mackenzie Waldrip. Devin Watrous. Cooper Welch. Chris Wheeler. Ryder Whitworth. Mackenzie Willett. Michael Zamuda. Joshua Finneran. Paige Moore. Superintendent Kelly Egbert, as principal of Kingswood Regional High School, all seniors who received a diploma here this evening have met or exceeded all expectations set forth by the state of New Hampshire and the Governor Wentworth Regional School Board.
Mr. Donnelly, I accept your certification and I pronounce the Kingswood class of 2021 graduated.
Today, we are gathered in the face of a changing world to be the change. What lies ahead is unknown for some, but our teachers have helped us prepare for the next chapter of our lives, which we are now starting. There may be some anxiety for some, but embrace the change and hone the skills which we have learned through these 4 years with whatever you may choose to do or be. I would like to thank everyone who has helped contribute to making each and every one of our high school experiences truly unforgettable. It feels like just yesterday we were walking through the doors of KRHS as incoming freshmen. I would like to say thank you to the ones that have expanded our minds and filled our hearts with joy. Thank you to the teachers who have not just taught us how to be good students, but have taught us how to be good contributors to our communities. If I could give any piece of advice to anybody going into high school or in high school, don't take it for granted because it flies by. I know it sounds cliche when I say this, but believe me, it truly does. Make every moment count, get out of your comfort zone, and do things you enjoy. As for the 2021 graduates, do whatever fills you with joy, and as the wise Mahatma Gandhi said, Be the change you wish to see in the world. I would now like to leave you with an Irish blessing. May good luck be always your friend through life in all you do, and may trouble be always a stranger to you. Thank you and congratulations.